here. Do you want to come up? All right, our next session will be top 10 approaches to keep mining in a sustainable development path. Our speaker or presenter was going to be Sina Amirshenava, a PhD candidate in the Department of Mining and Metallurgy Engineering in Iran. His research interests center around the mine reclamation and environmental impact assessment and sustainable development. But speaking for him today is going to be Elham Rahimi.
It's not working right.
Which one is it?
Oh, yeah, this one. So, shall I start it? Just want to make sure if that is working. Okay. Hello, my name is Elham. I'm a graduate student at New Mexico Tech, majoring in mining and mineral engineering with a specialty of geotechnical engineering. Unfortunately, the authors couldn't be here, so on behalf of them, I'm going to present the top 10 approaches to keep mining in the sustainable development path. I just appreciate your patience with me, and I wanted to help them out with this presentation. Keep flowing. So, mining is one of the principals and influential factors in the global economy, as well as the first place in the supply chain for industrial and agricultural products for human needs. Indeed, it's a difficult question to answer. What will happen to the world if we take away mining? Mining activities are associated with positive and negative impacts. These positive aspects of mining activities that will all lead to human development could be named as infrastructural and economic development, wealth creation, a positive role in GDP and supplying the materials for secondary industries, and establishing tertiary industries. On the other hand, mining activities has negative impacts such as water, soil, and air pollution, climate changes, and abandoned and unreclaimed mine sites. Some of these impacts will remain even after the mine closure. What is sustainable development, or for more convenience, we use SD term. This term is introduced at the end of 20th century, which is defined as development that meets the need of present generations without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This concept covers the environmental, economic, and social aspects of mining operations. Each of these aspects are known as indexes for the SD, and the equilibrium between these items is indispensable for the sustainability of mining activities. In the past, many environmental organizations and NGOs believe that mining operations are against SD due to renewable mineral resources and negative impacts of mining, and also limited life of mining activities. So the question is, can mining activities be sustainable? Definitely yes. Since 1992, with the advent of modern mining and accepting the closure and reclamation plan as a part of mine operations, this assumption has changed. So, in modern mining, the mining industry can achieve SD goals by focusing on environmental protection and socio-economic consideration in the mine life cycle of the mine. Mining is sustainable when results in creating a balance between an environmental, social, and economic aspects. Mining activities can be more sustainable by minimizing the negative impact and maximizing the positive aspects. The growing population of the world has resulted in increasing the mineral consumption and expanding the number of mining activities that will follow by an increase in energy consumption of water, electricity, and fossil fuel, which leads to imbalance between the supply and consumption of energy sources. Future of mining activities accompanied with decreasing the cutoff grade and increasing mining depth, stripping ratio, and production capacity. These features will result in displacement of a large volume of waste and increasing the tailing production. In recent years, the necessity of keeping industry alive, especially mining, with the SD goals has received much attention in many countries. This study discusses the 10 approaches that should be performed to increase the acceptability of mining activities by promoting sustainability. Mine planning and design as the first and most crucial step towards achieving sustainable mining should be done conducting with SD goals. The most important issues should be addressed by indicators of SD that could be named as environmental impact assessment, selection of suitable post-mining land use or PMLU, and mine closure and reclamation planning, and integration of indicators of SD with mine design and planning. The comprehensive plan of surface mines can be seen in this graph, which starts with general studies of anomaly identification, with exploration, reserve estimation, and so on and so forth, and doing the field studies to mining machinery and equipment, data collection, review of research history, then will all lead to a mine plan and mine closure and post-mining land use plan. The second one is impact assessment of mining activities on SD indexes, which is necessary for mining activities in line with the principles of SD. This process is useful in determining severity level of impacts on SD indexes and identifying the vulnerable sector of SD indexes, and also prioritizing them for corrective measures to reduce the level of these adverse effects. In this process, impacting factors related to pre-mining, mining, and post-mining stages of the mining life cycle should be considered. The severity of earth disturbance during the mining life cycle is shown in this figure. These three stages that we mentioned that are shown in this figure, and the adverse effects of mining activities starts from the first phase of the mining life cycle, and it maximizes at the stage of the production, then eventually decreases with the implementation of the closure and reclamation plan. As a result, to manage these impacts with the aim of achieving SD goals, impact assessment should be undertaken throughout the mine life cycle. As the final stage of modern mining life cycle, the post-mining stage is considered as the most important for keeping mining in an SD path. Mine closure refers to the period when operational stage of a mine has ended, and the final decommissioning and progressive mine reclamation are being planned and underway. Mine closure occurs planned and unplanned. Planned by depletion of mineable resources and unplanned before ore reserves run out due to economic, social, or environmental factors. So the mine closure planning begins at the first stage of the life cycle and continues gradually with the other stages. Conducting progressive mine reclamation, which is integral part of a mine design and planning, and is a progressive activity that starts from the first phase of the mining life cycle till the end stages of mining operation. Mine reclamation creates new economic opportunities. and by doing gradual reclamation activities during the mining life cycle, reclamation costs will reduce and the sustainability of PMLU or pre-mine land use will increase. Considering the growing population of the world, the large amount of mine waste will be produced. This vast scale of waste leads to challenging the sustainability of mining projects. Mine waste management is a fundamental sustainability issue. As shown in this figure, the best option of mine waste management is prevention of waste production. Less removed waste during the early stage of mining and during pre-production leads to less earth disturbance and less air, water, and land pollution. And the last option of mine waste management is treatment and disposal mine waste in a waste dump and waste dam. Considering the growing needs of minerals in the coming decades and turning to deep mines and low-grade ores, the energy demand of mining operations is estimated to increase 36% by year 2035. And the most common use of renewable energy will be named as solar energy, wind power, and geothermal energy. The two examples of using renewable energy from Rio Tinto Company could be named. The first one as solar plant to supply electricity, which producing 2,800 megawatt hours of electricity per year and save up to 600,000 liters of diesel each year. That reduces greenhouse gas emission by around 1,600 tons per day. Another example that stands for 4 wind turbines at a diamond mine that reducing diesel fuel consumption by 10% and greenhouse gas emission drop by 6%. No one can ignore the important role of innovation and technology in our life, in today's life, and absolutely in all the industries. As well as for mining industry, the innovational technologies could be named as computer modeling, remote monitoring, unmanned vehicle, intelligent sensor, autonomous operations, novel mining, information and communication, Internet of Things, and mining simulator. 8 is academic educational program modification. The nature of mining has not been changed over time. Regarding the characteristic of future mining, the mining engineering education will be concerned with complex problem solving, which requires a range of technical and generic skills. The educational program of mining engineering is to be modified based on SD. The issues related to SD and the future mining challenges like responsible mining, mining and sustainable development, deep mining and green mining should be considered in the course syllabus. Technologies like robotic, automation, and self-learning tools need to be integrated in the university teaching activities. 9 is research and development. Investigating in R&D is a fundamental need for mining companies to improve performance, increasing productivity, and achieve greater profit. R&D provides the necessary background for doing mining activities in a better and more innovative way, which results in more sustainable mining. R&D facilitates the shift from the conventional mining method to integrated and next-generation mining extraction technologies and systems. And 10 is the health and safety improvement. I'm sure that we are all well familiar with this term. The occurrence of mining accidents has enormous consequences that strongly affect the sustainability of mining activities. Mining accidents occurs for many reasons, and absolute prevention of accidents in mine is almost impossible. With the increase in size and depth of the mines, safety issues will become significant challenges for mining companies. Innovative technologies such as robotic and automation remove staff from dangerous working conditions and increase the safety of mining activities. Optimization of mine planning patterns plays a significant role in reducing damaging environmental effects and enhancing the safety of operations. So, as a conclusion, the SD solutions do not end up with these 10 approaches, but they are the most important ones that can facilitate and guarantee achievement to sustainable mining. These approaches cover most of the aspects of mining activities and also related to the entire life cycle of the mining activities. As a recap, you can see these 10 approaches here. Based on the results of this study, the sustainable mining is achievable concept. Thank you very much for your attention.
We have a couple minutes for questions. Anybody has any? No?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.